Why all this? And so there's flow of traffic. Everybody wants to go there. These guys sort of cannot, and they say we don't talk so much about what we don't know. And so I will just keep it to what they said. So much happening, and the place is closed down. That was on Friday. And then the next day, I think the next day, the minister for the CS for Trade decides, I think we need this discussion going further. Then it became all dramatic for everyone.
I think it's because a lot of vendors felt like their business was being taken away from them. So a lot of people felt like, you know, if we have Chinese traders within Kenya, why is it so cheap when you have homegrown vendors right here? But as much as I see that perspective, I'm like, you know what? We're in a diverse age. We're ready to accept whatever the world has to offer. There's a Chinatown everywhere in the world.
There's a China something everywhere you go. Whether you want it cheap, expensive, they tailor it for you.
My argument was, and I remember I was having this conversation with my sister-in-law, and I'm like, you'd rather have a product, you sell it much cheaper than everyone else, and, you know, clear your shelves. Because you're going to have a product that you're selling like double the price. And that's the thing with China Square. It's popular because it's cheap.
Wow.
A lot of the same products you go, because people are
I saw a coffee table for 10,000 shillings.
Exactly. And if you ask a local person, not everywhere, it's double the price.
We know downtown you can get all those things from our people. And you know we're
But for the same price?
Not for the same price. Not for, and I guess that's where the conflict came. Is that
the undercutting, the undersellers.
People locally made things cannot be sold at cheaper prices because the cost of labor here, yes, it's cheap, but the cost of raw materials is much more expensive. And because these items are coming from China, it is way, way cheaper. And we've seen it with so many other things like phone cases. We've seen Kenyan phone cases don't sell. But you know what? As long as people are happy, and smiling, that's all that matters.
Well, they said Kenyans can do trade, but you may not be ready to do manufacturing. And so that's another old story.
But you know what? As I said, as long as people are smiling and happy, that's all
Mambo
that
Nation.
matters. And since we're talking about smiles, we're going to talk about the king of smiles. Do you guys know MLB? Are you familiar with that username? MLB? Laura?
Very familiar.
Very familiar. This guy is the king of smiles in Kenya. And he is all about spreading positivity, all about spreading love. So what he does is he sits in a car and he drives around all over Nairobi and he stops pedestrians and he's like, Mambo. And he says like this cheesy pickup line, makes them smile and makes a cute little reel out of it. And there's nothing harmful about it. So what happened with him is that somebody actually sued him for posting a video of her or him. I actually don't know who did.
For making her smile or for scaring her?
No, for posting it. I'm not really familiar with the details of who it was, what exactly happened, but I know he's being sued for what he's done, right? So he took this video and he posted it online, and I guess the person didn't like it. But if you're not familiar with what he does, here's a small clip on the Mambo Nation.
Mine is just like vibing. Okay. Mambo. She's already smiling. Kwani wewe ni gari?
Mbona?
Tunaona tukienda mbali. Hapo naweza nitajua. Because nadai ku rise na wewe.
That was even better. That was MLB's Mambo Nation video with Cindy.
That's what he does to with everybody.
That's what he does. He spreads positivity, he spreads love.
His sister on his videos. He's always giving out gifts. He has wholesome content.
But you see, let's get somewhere with this also. This guy shows up. You're not aware the guy is showing up. He wants to make you smile, happy and everything. Then you are all this freaky person. You're just thinking, who is this? Why this? And I think somebody should be excused for
I guess it's a bit of a jump scare. Right, Laura?
I mean, I get it. I mean, obviously, I'd assume, like, before he posts a video, he asks, like, are you okay with me posting this? Then that opens another different conversation. But in general, his argument was, there's a lot of people doing a lot of toxic content out there.
So why him?
So why him?
And
who's particularly trying to spread
to make it worse, he said that he would no longer be doing those kind of videos solely because of the backlash he got from this. Like, it's a lawsuit. Do you know how deep a lawsuit is?
I'm already trying to imagine what what else he will be doing with his life.
He's an amazing guy. Like, he
He's
is
a great-
such a nice guy.
He's a very good content creator. So, I mean, I wish him all the best, and I hope he gets out of this,
Yes,
stronger.
we're all
and
with you. We're
with
all
more
with you.
passion to do what he does, because I really enjoy his content. There's never a day a video of his comes up and I'm like, okay, no, just not
It's
today.
never boring. It's amazing
He's
content.
a content creator, so you'll be getting creative with himself.
Exactly.
Why would you try to worry him now?
No, he's so sweet,
Really?
such a darling.
But you know what? Long story short, we're with you, Albi. We support you. And please keep the Mambo Nation
alive.
going.
I think we should just invite him here, then maybe he can make us
Of course.
laugh.
And
Or
tell us.
Always sue him.
Tell us what he thinks. You know, like, also, the thing with Albi is I love his hair, right? And hair is such a big topic, especially like when it comes to people on social media and their opinions.
Do you know
Laura,
what the most toxic hairstyle is,
if you just
Laura?
like this guy, just
I like
say,
Albi.
there's
I
nothing
do.
wrong with that, right?
No,
No,
I do
but
like Albi.
Laura, do you know
So-
what the most toxic hairstyle is? Locks.
Of course.
Locks and rastas.
You can't trust a
Those are
Rasta
the
man.
most toxic hairstyles I've seen. But why don't you tell us more about rastas, Laura? I know you have a little story for us.
So apparently, if you're tuned into ECAB, I want to break down this news for you as simply and as fast as possible. You are going nowhere when it comes to relationships. Check this video out.
Waambie hata wasiposikia, waambie mnazisonga. Bwanako ako wapi?
Sina bwana.
Hakuna mtu akona rasta akona bwana, hakuna. Kama akona bwana ako barabarani anaenda. Ukiona mke wako anasonga hiyo nywele rasta, ako njiani anaenda. Hakuna mtu akona ile nywele akona ndoa. Lete hii kamera.
It's unfortunate I have to break down this news to my sister-in-law that you don't have a husband. My brother is not really
Ago
there.
barabarani.
He's an illusion.
Barabarani.
He's an illusion.
But let me ask you, we're in church. I mean, I'm going there, I mean, to receive some word, and this happens to me.
Imagine. And listen, I don't
I
understand.
can't get over it. Hakuna mtu akona bwana akona rasta. I cannot
Do you
get
know
over
how
it.
hard this will be to break to my sister-in-law? Like, she really just has been living alone. We've been living with a stranger.
So is it in the Bible that Rasta is not a good thing for women?
No, listen.
Okay, I don't know.
I think doctors change. Pastors really just try. Listen, we're in the age of everything needs to go viral.
Yeah.
So just say the most ridiculous thing you
And
can
it will go viral.
and get people talking.
Like so.
Yeah. Isn't this the same pastor who was calling out this kid who had dreadlocks last
Yes.
week, telling him about a job?
Yes, he is. I think we
And-
should call him the Rasta police.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I
Because-
feel like this is very toxic, how do you call it, communication, especially with the Kianjo Koma brothers, categorizing people with dreadlocks into certain groups that are undesirable or unwanted. Can we just stop with the hate speech? It's a
I
bit
feel
too
like
much.
it roots from a really negative place in
Yes.
society as well, because Rastafarians are not looked at as the best socially presentable
Spot on,
people.
spot on.
But I feel like we're in an age now where this can change. You know, you can have, I have red hair.
Yes,
but
my
that does
tomato.
not change the fact that I'm a professional
Yes.
and I have my things going for me. You know, I have my goals in place and I'm ready for life,
Absolutely.
regardless of my tattoos or my
I
piercings.
think the guy is speaking it probably from the Bible. Samson, I had among the longest hair we ever
Yeah.
talked about in the Bible. There was nothing wrong with it as much as it betrayed him.
Can you imagine? I don't think Samson used to wake up and like, you know, comb his long locks. I'm assuming. I'm starting a new conspiracy, guys. And I want you to head on over to our social media pages during the break to tell us if you are behind this conspiracy I just started. This is ECAB. Keep it KTN Home.
We asked Kenyan women to tell us what they look for in a lotion.
Leo tunaweka kwenye jaribio body lotion ya bei ghali na ya bei nafuu. Why pay more? Nunua Nice and Lovely body lotion. Ni bora zaidi kwa bei nafuu. Inai-transform dry skin kuwa deeply nourished na kui-smoothen.
It's just nicer and lovelier. Chagua Kenya's #1 body lotion.
Oof, Dave. You've been waiting for 2 hours now. This line is not going down. Let's speed things up. See that barrier? Tiptoe, tiptoe. Go, go, go. Yeah.
Ding bang ding, ding ding dong, bum bum bum, ding bang ding, bum bum.
Here's the secret to tasty meals every day. Salad. A triple refined vegetable oil for fresh, crispy food. Salad oil is cholesterol free. Salad. Siri ndio hiyo.
Step by step, every day, practice only.
A mom knows the importance of a good habit, like a nutritious and tasty breakfast with Blue Band every day. Filled with omega-3 and 6 and the energy she needs.
Every day is a chance to show.
Breakfast with Blue Band. Grow their success day by day.
Stubborn dark marks? Stop. Discover the power of vitamin C with the new Garnier Even and Matte Booster Serum, a highly concentrated serum that deeply penetrates, clinically proven to reduce dark marks by 43%. Get even glowing skin from day 6. New Garnier Even and Matte Vitamin C Booster Serum by Garnier. Naturally.
I'm Ayanda Tavete, and this is AfroNext.
Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology invites graduates and members of the public to the 10th graduation ceremony that will be held on the 3rd of March 2023 at the university's main campus in Bondo. The chief guest will be the Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Education, Honorable Ezekiel Machogu Ombaki, EGH, CAV. The graduation ceremony will be aired live on KTN Home and on the university's website from 10 a.m. Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology is an African center of excellence in food security focusing on edible insects. JUST, the oasis of knowledge.
Karibuni tena sana, karibuni.
It's back.
This is season 2. 30 seconds start now. What nickname did your partner have when she was young? So you got right, your backup singer. Sasa pale nyumbani mpangilioni, the couples game show.
Noise making.
Oh, wacha akwambie ilikuwa nini? What is your partner's catchphrase?
None.
It is bigger. It is better. Ni the couples game show. Mnajita the wapendwa. Wapendwa wa muziki.
Don't miss the Couples Game Show Season 2.
Yes, we appreciate you.
Coming soon.
Ding bang ding, ding ding dong, bum bum bum, ding bang ding, bum bum.
And so we're back. And when you think of ECAV, you're thinking about the ECAV events. And as we were talking about this, Nairobi is getting alive with events everywhere. I think every day there's an event
Every day
going
there's
on
something
somewhere.
or the other happening here in Nairobi.
It's like we're finishing, ending Feb in style, the month of love. Go with love, but with a lot of many events. And as you know it, I wasn't here. I went down to the Kenya National Theatre, where the Kenya Theatre Awards were taking place. I'm just thinking, there are so many events I'm just going to talk about today. But the Kenya Theatre Awards were taking place at the Kenya National Theatre, and so much was going down there. Probably we need to say this. You know what? And that's just part of what was happening at the Kenya National Theatre. You know what? Over 1,200 plays had been nominated.
Wow.
And you can see all these guys are coming in here well dressed. And what I liked about that day is that everybody came to the events dressed, ready, just to have fun. And the good thing about it is that Kenyans are keeping time for events, including the CS himself. He was there 6.
Yeah. First of all, big congratulations to Brian Aseli, who was the host, alongside another fine babe whose name I cannot for the life of me
There are a lot of
remember.
chemistry, I can tell you.
Yeah, ooh.
There are a lot of good
Is
times.
Aseli off the market? I'm starting rumors and conspiracies on this show today. So, I love that theatre is making a big comeback. It's loud, and because the feeling that you have when you watch plays is very different from watching movies, and you get to be in the moment.
You're part of the experience,
Yes.
you know. You're like you're in the moment, you're in the feelings,
Right.
you're like vibing with the energy. I feel like when you watch a movie, yes, the energy that you get from the screen is what everybody gets from the screen. But when you're in theater, you feel your own unique type of energy.
And the good thing again about it is that guys are giving Kenyan stories. I mean, we were there for Gongi Wathiongo's great book, I'll Marry When I Want. There was a good play titled Mekatilili Wamenza from that story. And you can see people are seated, they're just thinking we're celebrating our own stories, and that was the beauty.
That's how it should be. Why do we keep going west? Like, why do we have to go west? We don't have to go west to celebrate our own culture. Yes, we do naturally pick up little habits from the west, but I feel like the only way to empower our youth and our entertainment industry is to look from within, to find the talent from within, and to use the culture that we have present here in Kenya today.
Right.
Absolutely.
When are you going to be visiting the theatre? Let me just straight back to you.
Which one? Because I have surgery planned.
I mean, like
cosmetic surgery.
Laura is going to be the lead actress on the stage.
I think you should be. You are the actress
I
here.
should be, right? I should be a Mekatilili Wamenza. I'm here to save you people.
They're redoing that. They're redoing that play, by the way.
I should
It's
audition.
not going to leave the theatres anytime soon.
And I will audition.
And you know what? Actually, coming this weekend, Betrayal in the City, if you just read that book long time ago, is another one play that we can afford to miss.
All right.
Wow.
But we're talking about this weekend, let's just forget about it. You know what? Fashion High Tea.
Yeah.
The place where everybody in Nairobi,
Paid too much money to go.
just was there with every detail you can think about. I'm talking about the dressing, the fashion. You're talking about an event that brings together, you know what? Everything that is lifestyle.
Yeah. Shall we have a look?
Yes.
Oh gosh.
Let's go for it. The fashion high tea.
The fashion high tea is
Fashion
the
high tea.
fashion sense of Nairobi. I don't know. Have you just seen?
Yeah.
some
Sorry
bit
for
of
all the technical hitches, but I'm sure you've seen the conversation online, which was all about fashion. Of course, they had the runway, which is customary of this, but everyone was talking about the runway the fashion at the event with a fashion critic, self-appointed fashion critic Gigi Ayugi.
Self-appointed. I like that. I mean, yeah, it is true on a certain level.
To be a fashion critic, it is self-appointed.
It
Like, you
kinda
don't
is.
go and get like a degree to do that.
You know, and you just give your opinion.
You give your opinion. Like,
Why do I have to still laugh about that? Cool.
Yeah, like
Honestly-
everyone is a self-appointed fashion critic, like even me.
Yeah.
And of course, the Real Housewives of Nairobi were there. Can we just talk about how fantastic that show is? And if you're not tuned
I'm
into
so
that-
excited to go home and watch the show. Like, I'm really excited to just crawl into bed and, you know, like enjoy me some
So all
Real
the ladies were
Housewives.
there, some very key figures when it comes to the entertainment scene. Anita Nderu, who's not been on our screens for a while, but has been serving us like
Looks.
She was there
on
and she
demand.
was a very happy girl that day.
Honestly,
She was a
I'm
very
not gonna lie. There's these 4 outfits I saw. They're from a fashion house called House of MH, and I saw they were like these different kind of gowns. I don't think I've ever seen being made here in Nairobi. Like, I've seen the African couture, I've seen the Afro-Western vibe mixed together, but the gowns that I saw here were like so different. They're very like Princess in Wonderland kind of vibes,
yes,
you
the
know, like
blue and
blue,
purple,
pink, green,
very,
and
very
another blue
ethereal.
as well. Very ethereal, very euphoria, you know, but like Euphoria Couture, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. I loved it. I love the fashion in the event. I saw Shiksha wearing like a full purple, like, you know, suit.
Right.
And I love that it's like such a power statement, wearing a suit to like a fashion event with a nice little hat. I love that whole outfit of hers.
And like I said, you cannot be to a beautiful place without all that wine, all that fun, all that runway. There's nothing that comes together like music, runway,
Yes.
and all things going together. And I think that was an event well planned.
Well done. Well
Fashion
put
IT has always
together.
been one of the top tier events in Nairobi. So big shout out to the organizers and everyone.
Laura, next time we'll go.
Absolutely.
I had a
I was
date,
supposed to be
I had a
Steven's
date, and whatever happened,
Happened.
happened.
I'll tell you guys the story of Isha
Yes.
and Stevens. You guys are entertainment plugs for this show. You know me, I'm older.
You know what?
And I'm trying to find a
Why does
husband.
she keep saying it like this?
She keeps saying that, but again, so many other events coming this weekend.
Yes, we do have so many upcoming events.
Right.
On the more family-oriented event, there's a Colour Fest happening at the Sikh Union poolside. It is the Crown Paints is actually presenting Desi Boys Holy Party Colour Fest once again. So they had this event last year at the same time, and they're doing it again this year, and they're doing it bigger and better than ever. And they're going to have it at the Sikh Union poolside. And this is also in conjunction with Little Ride, like Little Cabs. So I won't be surprised if you do see some sort of offers coming up,
Yes.
some sort of gifts, you know, like just to get yourself there. So yeah, this is a great event. Kids under 10 actually enter free. So if you're a 10-year-old kid and you're watching this, but apart from that, the tickets do go for 1,000 shillings, and I feel like that's such a great price for a family event right now. It's so amazing, and there's going to be loads of holy colors. So it is to celebrate.
Let the kids go
event
for
of
the
holy.
good holy colors. People like me just think about KCC where showcase is happening.
Yes.
And again, because the events are so themed, this is about climate change and all those kind of a good thing. Like it's an event for a good cause. And this beautiful girl from Nigeria is gonna be there.
Ira Star.
Ira,
Anyone-
can I just say,
anyone say
Ira,
that?
I love you. I want to be you. I want to live inside your pocket, and I want to dance to Rush and Bloody Samaritan with you on stage.
She should
and
have
hopefully
been, she
I
should have been
can.
here probably.
I mean, you could live in her house. You don't need to be in her pocket.
I want to live in her pocket. I want to be her best friend. She's so amazing. I actually, on the way here, I was listening to her on radio. She was on an interview, and she sounds so natural. Her Instagram is called Celestial Being, right? And she considers herself like an out-of-body experience. That's what she translates into her music. And I feel like I can hear it. She is an amazing performer. And you know what? If I don't make it on Saturday, I'm really going to miss out. Like, I'm going to feel bad if I don't go.
Wow.
I hope you get the chance to go.
And not just her, Nandi is gonna be in town.
Ooh.
Same weekend.
Is it?
Actually, same day.
So the Showcase Festival with Ira Star. We do have a few comments from people. We have, hello, I'm Danu, show eco lit. Thank you, Danu. We love you and thank you so much for the support. We also have, okay, you're Richard from Babadogo watching live with your beloved sister, Yvonne. Thank you so much for all the love that you're sharing with us. If you'd like to share some more love, you can always reach out to us on WhatsApp on 0716-854-847. And you can also reach out to us on social media at KTN Home.
Absolutely. And one thing that we are very well known for is our on-air games, which are always so fantastic and leave me feeling a bit, how do you call it, intellectually impaired sometimes. So today we're having a quick fire
You always put them
session.
together.
Me?
Yeah.
Because I have the answers before
Wow. Laura cheats. Laura cheats.
Well,
Laura cheats.
I do cheat.
And the game is
Quick
rapid fire.
fire.
Oh, quick
Quick
fire.
fire, rapid.
Whatever it is, it's a rapid fire round of getting to know us.
So, Isha, will you take us through it?
Yes. All right, it is time to play Quick Fire on eCurve Games, a segment I personally really love because I'm never the one under attack. It's always Laura. Last week, Laura had some difficulty with spelling. But you know what? I'll forgive her for that one. I'll
You're
allow
calling
it.
me out on my
Laura,
job?
are you ready to answer
At my job?
Are you ready to answer my rapid fire questions,
Yes.
Laura? All right. What is the greatest risk you've ever taken?
Sitting here with you without trying to stab you. You're a hater. Number one hater.
What is your favorite month?
Feb.
Why?
It's my birthday month.
Okay, makes sense. Which is your favorite word?
It's a Kiswahili word, punda.
She's about to say kiss.
All right. What time do you usually go to bed at night?
Depends. I haven't been sleeping. I'm going through a breakup. I'm struggling.
Guys, she's lying. She's not been sleeping because she's an insomniac on the low. But let's send love for Laura in the meantime. All right, Laura, what is one of your nicknames?
Lolo.
What item is worth spending more money on?
Perfume.
If you could afford any car, which one would you drive?
A Range Rover.
Okay, all right. We have a Stevens. If you could be transformed into one animal, which would it be?
A lion, the king.
Ooh.
What is your hidden talent?
Singing.
Sing for us.
Hidden talent. It's still hidden.
It stays hidden. Money or happiness?
Happiness.
Salty or sweet?
Sweet.
Oh, sweet meaning food or drink. Like, would you prefer? Have you ever tasted a salty drink?
Salty and sweet. That was
Salty
supposed
and
to be
sweet.
food or
Okay.
whatever it was.
What do you think the meaning of life is?
Happiness. Joy.
What is your go-to snack?
I'm bland
Don't
on
say
that,
Laura.
honestly.
Laura, I'm
Isha,
going. Oh, okay,
it's your turn.
Oh, I'm under fire. Okay,
Name a
fine.
word that starts with Q.
Quiet.
Okay. Climb a mountain or jump from a plane?
Jump from a plane.
How many hours of sleep do you need?
8.
Who inspires you?
My
I'm
mom.
here.
Laura.
If you
By
can
the way,
name-
guys, it's my mom's birthday. Happy birthday,
Yes,
mom. I
happy
love
birthday,
you.
Mama Isha.
Oh, happy birthday. There's so much birthdays got.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's actually the one
A
who inspires
Pisces.
me.
Wow.
Let's go, let's go. Come on, Laura. I'm
All
ready.
right. How more time? Have more time or have more money?
Have more money.
Read the book or watch the movie?
Watch the movie.
Freedom or money?
Freedom.
Sleep on the right side or left side of the bed?
Left.
Depends on where the door is.
Yeah.
Go to a concert or go to a sporting event?
Concert.
What did you last search on Google?
You want me to check?
Yes.
Let's check what my last search on Google was. Google.
As she's searching. Google doesn't lie. And you know what?
India. Okay. Let me tell you what it actually says Indian wedding invite. And I'll tell you why, because my brother is getting married. So we're all trying to find inspo and make all these mood boards. So my brother's getting married in December and I searched Indian wedding invite.
Okay. You know what? Girls keep on gossiping and a lot is going to be happening. You know what? But your main man, Stevens, going to be leaving this place. And like we said, to the next event and to the next one and to the next one. So for now, so bye-bye from me.
All right. We are here until 9. We're here all the way till 9. So we're taking a short break, but we'll be right back. Interact with our pages. That is at KTN Home on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Step by step, every day, practice only.
A mom knows the importance of a good habit, like a nutritious and tasty breakfast with Blue Band every day, filled with omega-3 and 6 and the energy she needs.
Every day is a chance to show.
Breakfast with Blue Band. Grow their success day by day.
We asked Kenyan women to tell us what they look for in a lotion.
Leo tunaweka kwenye jaribio body lotion ya bei ghali na ya bei nafuu. Why pay more? Nunua Nice and Lovely body lotion. Ni bora zaidi kwa bei nafuu. Inai-transform dry skin kuwa deeply nourished na kui-smoothen.
It's just nicer and lovelier. Chagua Kenya's #1 body lotion.
Here's the secret to tasty meals every day. Salit, a triple refined vegetable oil for fresh, crispy food. Salit oil is cholesterol free. Salit, siri ndio hiyo.
Selena, don't get puzzled. She's my twin. I shine your toilet and I bathroom. So, is your bathroom clean?
Yes!
Presenting the new Harpic bathroom cleaner. Compared to ordinary detergents, its thick formulation gives you superior cleaning and kills 99.9% of germs and viruses all around the bathroom. Blue
for the toilet.
And red
for the bathroom.
Harpic Bathroom and Toilet Cleaner cleans and kills 99.9% of germs and viruses.
Shake and bounce it. Shake and bounce it. Shake and bounce it.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Imperfections, blackheads. Try Garnier's Pure Active 3-in-1 Charcoal, powered by salicylic acid and purified charcoal to reduce pimple-causing germs by 99.5%. One product, 3 uses for a pure skin. Garnier Pure Active 3-in-1 Charcoal, #1 in South Africa, by Garnier Naturally.
Blue Band Original now comes in a 15-gram pack for only 10 shillings and a 30-gram pack for only 20 shillings. Blue Band, jishikie size poa kwa bei fiti.
We give you the best of talents.
Shiny pipe.
Prepare you for the future.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Get your hands dirty in a fun way. And by the way, do you know how to spell Club Kiboko? With an F and an N at the end, that's a clue. The clue is with an F and an N at the end. You guessed right. Fun!
Calm down, yo, this your body, it puts in my heart for lockdown, oh lockdown.
His legs are huge as for the...
Santon, a fun new world of flavor, fruity freshness in every sip.
Welcome back to eCurve. My name is Laura Mbata, and I am here with the very talented Isha. Sweet.
You said very talented. I was like, yeah, our guest is very talented. It can't be me. It can't be me.
I'm trying something new. So I'm with the very talented Isha, and of course we have our guest for tonight, a very beautiful, controversial, maybe, but only because you guys made her. But she's absolutely talented in everything she does, and she's a very good soul. Sitting around her just radiates positive energy.
Yes.
So she's a content creator, a journalist, and on and off a model. If you haven't checked her page, she takes fire pics. So Liz Jackson.
Hi.
Welcome.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes.
You forgot something. I'm a rich girl.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm a rich girl.
Rich girl. We're from Costa Rica.
We're from Costa Rica.
The two of us are from Costa Rica.
You want to go back to Costa Rica?
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us who you were before all of the fame.
I'm famous. So my name is Liz Jackson. Well, I started the digital space as a vixen. I used to vixen Genge to you guys, man. I used to be paid 500 bob. Yeah, I mean, it's sad.
Sue those people.
Yeah, I should, now that I have money
yeah?
to sue them. So I started off as a vixen, but I had the vision of being a content creator. I think I was just looking for a way to market myself, and that was what was available then. Then I tarmacked kidogo for like 2 years.
Wow.
And then last year in Feb, I got a job by my boss, Eddie Butita. He employed me, and yeah.
So you do content creation and journalism.
Yes, that's exactly what I do.
What about this career gives you like that rush? Like, what is it about it that you decided this is now my career?
I feel like I'm not an 8 to 5 person. I don't think I can wake up in the morning and be someone's slave for 8 hours. It doesn't work for me.
That's the same for us.
Yeah.
Laura and I are like, we wake up at like, no, wait.
And then you're paid peanuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I just love the idea of, making someone's salary in a day. Yeah.
She said it, even though the statement is so derogatory, she said it in such a humble way.
Yeah.
She was like, I make your salary in a day.
Yeah. I'm a humble rich girl.
No, and that's the thing. There's no beauty in false humility.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've worked hard, you've earned it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Be proud of it, enjoy it, and feel good about yourself. So are we done with all the serious questions?
Why, Laura?
Are we done?
Tell us why we're done with the serious questions.
Are we done?
Tell us why.
So you were trending on the internet.
Oh.
And why? Because she was at State House and she decided to ask very serious questions, as a normal journalist would. But what did the internet see? No. No, they saw a fine babe talking to a politician. It was a rap for you. It was a rap, and people don't know if anything. I'm joking. People really just wanted to associate you with that moment only.
Yeah.
So what was that experience like?
Well, I think it was my first day in State House, I guess. And as I was in State House, it's like, I could as well just ask a question. But I think I didn't feel the intensity up until I stood up to ask the question, and the president was looking at me like, and I'm like, what?
Damn.
President
Okay.
looking at me. So I asked the question, and the CS for Foreign Affairs turned and looked to see who was asking the questions. Stop laughing. Because I mentioned entertainment, like it was a fun question. It was not like a serious question. So he turned, and as he was turning, I saw him. I was like, oh, so my question is good. And the reason why I felt that, because someone laughed as I was asking the question. So at the back of my mind, I was like, is my question
So for the people who don't know, why don't you tell our viewers what exactly that question was?
So I was asking the president of South Africa, who had said that Kenyans can now go to South Africa visa-free. So I asked him, me as a content creator, I love Cape Town, I love the scenery. So is it possible for me to come and shoot free?
Yeah.
So he said he's working on a system that can help content creators go and shoot in South Africa easily.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Am I just like not in the know? Because like a lot of times I thought a lot of content creators just went to countries and just created content wherever they could. And I feel like a lot of people do that already. Like I see the likes of like Martina and Tile, and when they're in Spain, they shoot content in Spain. When they're in Nairobi, they shoot content in Nairobi. But like I'm genuinely curious, like is this something they pay a fee for, or like is this something that's just like nobody knows how to go about it?
I don't know about South Africa personally, but I've seen people like in Egypt having a hard time with shooting content where you need to get permits to do certain things. So I feel it's an important question to ask, because we don't really understand.
Yeah.
Because not everyone has access or has seen those videos. Like it would be nice to know, like, do I need to pay a certain fee? Like shooting in Nairobi back a while ago, you had to pay something, had to get a license. So yeah. I would also love to know. So
and also you can just go to someone's country and start flying a drone, So
that kind of content.
Yeah, I would like to know like what process goes with that.
Yeah. So let's say if you were to go on the streets of Cape Town, okay, and you were like with a mic and you're interviewing people, like, oh, do you know the capital city of Kenya? Would that be considered into the category of like paying to shoot content?
I don't
there?
think so. I think for me, I would shoot that with my phone. I don't think that's really an issue. But now when you bring the camera to the question, now
it becomes different.
So backtrack to your experience with the president. Tell us about how that felt and that moment on its own.
I was very nervous because I've been in the game for 8 months and I'm here asking the president questions like, that's good. My pocket is fat. The president is looking at me. It was a good moment.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it was a good moment. Then I think what came after that really, it shocked me. Like I could see people telling me that I'm so confident, because to me asking the president a question is just like a normal thing. But now not everyone can actually stand and do that.
I don't think I would. Maybe the president, because I'm not so familiar with the president of South Africa. Like I know him, everybody knows him, but we don't know his personality the way we know our presidents. You know what I mean? Like we know our presidents. We know why your eyes are yellow. We know why you're chilling around those ends over there, that nyama choma joint. We know what you're doing. So we know the personality of our presidents. But the thing is, how, like, honestly, props to you for talking to a president. And honestly, it was a courageous question. It had information behind it, and there was a purpose behind it, and congratulations on getting there.
Thank you. And actually something I didn't mention, I got the brief to go to State House 30 minutes before I got there.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Stay ready.
I think I showered. I think I just passed through the bathroom, and went to stay at the house. I didn't even know what was happening. So I was asking my fellow journalist, what is happening? What is happening? And I was like, you know what? Let me just pop a question.
So Liz is no stranger to not controversy, but attention, especially, you know, in large scale. So she made some comments. Was it on a podcast?
Yeah.
It was a podcast.
Yeah, it was.
I'm not familiar with the podcast, but she made a statement. So first of all, are you single?
Well, that's relative.
Depends on who you are.
That's such a Nairobi answer. That's such a Nairobi
it
answer.
depends with who's asking. I mean, if a billionaire is asking me whether I'm single, I'll be like, yeah.
Listen, I'm always single for a
take me home.
billionaire. Listen, I'll always be single for a billionaire.
Yeah.
Even my boyfriend would understand. But first of all, why am I not dating the billionaire to begin with?
Exactly.
So there's that question.
Secure the bag before you secure another bag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So tell us a bit more about the attention you got from this.
I actually said that.
So what did you say?
I said that I cannot date someone who earns less than 90,000 shillings a month because my rent is 90,000. Yeah. So if my rent is 90,000, it means, you know, I'm a rich girl. So
yes,
you have to be rich.
You need a rich lifestyle.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's all about just what you bring to the table, you should expect at the table.
Exactly. And I think some people had a problem with it, saying, oh, you know, there are broke men who are putting effort. But I've been broke before, I have put effort, so bring something to the table.
Exactly. Listen, we're allowed to have preferences.
Yeah.
We're allowed to want things within our reach. Like, even for me, I also don't want to date someone struggling with the same struggles I have. Do better, because I'm also trying to do better. But I can't go below what I'm used to just to please people on the internet.
You can't go below what you are.
Yeah.
You know? And even if you are, even if you feel like you're not bringing enough to the table, like work on yourself and then then sit at the table, pull a chair, sit at the table and say, hey, look, your salary has to be 6 figures, otherwise we're not going to have this conversation, you know. But since we're talking about all things fun, controversial, and, you know, impulsive, all the things you say, I feel like you're a very impulsive person. So here to test that impulsivity, we're going to play a rapid fire round like we did in the previous round. Laura, why don't you do the honors and be our rapid master?
I'm always the master. So, how do you start your day?
I meditate.
Who scares you?
Satan.
Ooh. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would that be?
Hawaii.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Favorite day of the week?
Saturday.
At what age do you want to retire?
35.
What does a person... What?
Yeah.
Laura.
What does a person
I was
need?
like, why is she not stopping after that number?
No, because I want to ride a horse in my, you know, ranch. I don't want to be slave.
Listen, girl, I'm with you. What does a person need to be happy?
What?
What does a person need to be happy?
Money.
Obvious. What's the best age?
Best age? I think like before 25.
Listen,
yeah.
I'm telling you, I've been the finest I've ever been after turning 27. This is the hottest I'll ever be.
You're not wrong. You are not wrong, ma'am.
So, how long can you hold your breath for?
A few seconds.
What is the capital of New York?
What?
N.
No, New York is a city.
The capital of New York is N. It starts with the capital N. What's something you could eat for a week straight? N. New York.
New York.
It's written in capital letters.
Oh, I was like, New York is... Never mind. Carry
What's
on.
something you can eat for a week straight?
Salad.
Nice. Who inspires you?
Beyonce.
What career did you dream of having as a kid?
A pilot.
And would you rather be social or be alone?
Alone.
Freedom or money?
Money.
Music or quiet?
Music.
Can you do a funny impression of someone?
Well.
Who?
Someone.
Do Butita, I swear. Do
Butita?
it. Yes.
No, I can't be able to mimic him. But
Okay, so who can you imitate? Show us.
Oh my God, who can I imitate? MLB, Mambo.
Mambo. All right, so before you continue, Laura, we have a comment here. Someone has said, hashtag ECUV, damn, who's paying 90K per month? Yo, hope it's not Tanzanian money, yo. And we also have other people saying, getting you clearly and loudly from Mbale, hashtag Phineas. ECUV is definitely my favorite show. You haven't said your name. Next time, please tell us who you are so we can give you a shout out. We have somebody who's tuned in from Nairobi, Ruai. The show is amazing. Thank you so much. And another person who says, hi, ECUV, I love the show. Thank you so much.
Stepping away from the controversy of what the conversation usually is online, first of all, you had a proposal not a proposal, but there's this guy who came with this placard, and I was like, every time I see
Yeah,
him,
because I'm sure you must be getting so many of these messages. And, you know.
Yeah, but he looks broke.
Ooh. I mean, the least he could have done was hire a billboard. You know, like those electronic ones. We didn't need to like.
Sorry, I am so unable to control my reactions right now because whatever you are saying.
I mean, aside from like this person you are, there's a lot of people you've inspired, definitely, especially young girls. Do you get a lot of that?
Yeah, I do actually. A lot of my former schoolmates, girls, like it's so much crazy that I walk in town and someone is like, "Hi, Liz."
You walk in town. Right.
Yeah, rarely.
She's going to be a passenger exactly the rest of her life. She told us herself it's her dream to just be driven around all her life.
Yeah. So like it's humbling. Like it just shows me that I'm in the right path and I was born to be a star.
Absolutely. So planning to retire at 35 is a big, it's a big take. And what are the things you need to achieve before then? What are the kind of markers you've set up?
I need a G-Wagon before I turn 25. Like,
listen, this girl's eye is on the right things. She doesn't know about anything else, but she knows exactly what she wants.
She knows what's up. She knows what she needs to do to get to where she has to get.
A huge house, like a 5-bedroom.
In Hawaii?
And business. Yeah, I'm business oriented as well.
Amazing.
I like that. So now, just because I'm curious, paint us a 30-second picture of where you were before all the money and the fame. Paint me a picture. Like, tell me
before the 90,000.
Like, where were you? Were you sleeping on a single bed or a half bed? Like, what was happening?
I was in a bed sitter in Juja, emaciated, no food, rent. Was 6,500. Wi-Fi was a G. Have you ever had Wi-Fi?
Those ones you share with the neighbors.
I know, and then like the neighbor changes the password. So sad. Ugali on a daily, skuma wiki for 10 bob. Have you ever had skuma wiki for 10 bob?
Variation.
Depends on the variation.
Yeah, I was a poor girl.
Sis, don't lie. Watch what Juja, there's these things you love to eat called fish balls. Can we stop? Can you people stop with that nonsense? What are fish balls?
But I guess the theme for her life would be like rags to riches in a specific way, right?
I mean, definitely the thing about struggle, it inspires you to want better.
It does.
After you leave struggle, you definitely always know you don't want to go to a certain place.
Yeah.
And I mean, anybody who's going after that life that you feel like you deserve is someone I definitely look up to and I enjoy to be around. So Liz, what would you tell people about you as a parting shot? Like, anytime you see my face, remember this.
Anytime you see my face, remember that small girl who believed in her dreams and she achieved them. Like,
Absolutely.
I think that's what I
You're going after everything
We're
you want.
so proud of you. Thank you so much for sharing this energy with us today.
Absolutely.
This boss energy. And you know what? People are actually really loving your energy because we have people, hey guys, it's Uncle Ted from Mombasa. Uncle Ted, shout out to you. He's saying, I'm loving the show. And I have to say, Laura, you look amazing.
Stop it.
She knows. But moving on, hi ladies, you look cute. I'm Twalib watching the show from Mombasa, Kizingo. I love Kizingo. Best place in Mombasa. Moving on, Laura and Isha and Liz, I love you guys. And eCurve is such a good show. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank
we
you.
love that you love us. We love sharing our time with you every Thursday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Liz Jackson is also a journalist at SPM Buzz, so check out some of her online content, right? It's an online station. And Isha, what's your issue today?
Well, you guys can catch me on Instagram at Isha Jobanputra, on TikTok, what's your issue? And basically anywhere, look for me on Google. I'm sure you'll find me. But Liz, why don't you tell everybody where they can find you on your socials?
Oh, you can find me everywhere on Instagram, Liz Jackson, TikTok, Liz Jackson, YouTube as well, Liz Jackson. I travel, I'm a rich girl, so catch my content.
Rich vibes. My name is Lauren Batha. Catch me here every Thursday as usual. And of course, once again, thank you so much, Mama Isha, for giving us this absolute gem.